Welcome to episode 11 of SpeakSmart. In this episode, we'll explore the rules of subject-verb agreement in English. This lesson will help you construct grammatically correct sentences. One of the most important rules in English is the agreement between the subject and the verb.
This means that the verb must agree with the subject in terms of number, tense, and person.
Yes, if the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular.
Similarly, if the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural.
Let's start with a few simple examples to better understand the concept.
For example, we say, he runs, but they run.
That's right. The verb runs in the first sentence agrees with the singular subject he.
And the verb run in the second sentence agrees with the plural subject they.
Shall we talk about agreement in the present simple tense?
Sure, in the present simple tense, verbs add an S for singular third-person subjects.
For example, he reads a book demonstrates this rule.
But for other subjects, the verb doesn't change, like, they read a book.
What about agreement in other tenses, like the past simple?
In the past simple, the verb is the same for all subjects, like, he ran and they ran.
Very good. Let's talk about compound subjects.
When two subjects are joined by and, the verb is usually plural.
For example, John and Mary go to school. The verb is plural.
But if the two subjects refer to one thing, the verb is singular.
Like, bread and butter is my favorite food.
Subject-verb agreement applies the same way in negative sentences.
For example, he doesn't run or they don't run.
Yes, it's important to also use the correct auxiliary verb.
Now, how about agreement in questions?
In questions, the auxiliary verb must agree with the subject, like does he run?
That's correct. And for plural, we say, do they run?
Shall we talk about impersonal subjects?
Yes, for instance, words like nobody or everybody usually take singular verbs.
Like, nobody knows or everybody knows.
These rules may seem difficult at first, but they become easier with practice.
That's true. Let's look at some more complex examples.
When using phrases like both and, how does the verb agree?
In this case, the verb is always plural, like both John and Mary go to school.
Now, what if we use neither, nor?
The verb depends on the closest subject, like neither John nor Mary runs.
That's very interesting. Do we have more examples?
Yes, the same rule applies for either ... or ... double quotes phrases.
For example, either John or Mary runs, because the nearest subject is singular.
And in either the friends or the teacher comes, the verb is plural.
Now, let's talk about collective nouns used as singular.
Yes, words like team or group require singular verbs.
Like, the team wins or the group holds a meeting.
But in some cases, these nouns can be plural, depending on the sentence meaning.
For example, the team disagree implies the members act individually.
Exactly. It depends on the context of the sentence.
Shall we discuss uncountable nouns?
Sure, uncountable nouns always take singular verbs.
Like, the water is cold or sugar is sweet.
Yes, and even if they appear plural, a singular verb is used.
For example, the news is important uses a singular verb.
That's right. Now let's talk about exceptions.
One exception is nouns that are always plural, like pants.
Exactly. For these, we use plural verbs.
For example, these pants are new or the glasses are expensive.
Another exception is some scientific terms that take singular verbs.
Like, physics is fascinating or mathematics is hard.
Great! Should we also discuss auxiliary verbs?
Yes, auxiliary verbs must also agree with the subject.
For example, he is going or we are going.
Are you ready to do some exercises?
Absolutely. It's the best way to understand these rules better.
All right, the first sentence is everyone in the team underscore 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 their best. What's the correct verb?
The correct answer is does because everyone is a singular subject.
Great! Now the second sentence, neither John nor Mary underscore 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 a mistake.
The correct answer is made because the nearest subject is plural.
Exactly! The third sentence, the water in the glasses underscore 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 cold. What's the appropriate verb?
The answer is because water is an uncountable noun.
Now, the final sentence, the group underscore 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 its decision.
The correct answer is has made because group is used in a singular sense.
Very good! You've learned the rules of subject-verb agreement well.
Practice these rules today and share in the comments what you've learned.
This was episode 11 of the SpeakSmart channel. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends.